Well, contrary to what you might think, many women just love a good suspense thriller, a tantalizing page-turner that keeps you right there on the edge of your seat until the very end. Robert Allen has done just that, writing the award-winning book, This Way Madness Comes. It's an epic thriller full of unexpected twists and turns. Robert joins us this morning as part of our book author series to talk about This Way Madness Comes. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Danielle.
And I'm looking at you saying This Way Madness Comes. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this wonderful book, and I love the title. What is the book about?
Well, the story revolves around a breakthrough scientific discovery by a very brilliant but a very naive Russian scientist named Alexei Truskov. Alexei calls his discovery the MAD principle, which promises to supply all the energy that the Earth will ever need. But there is a dark side. So during a test of this MAD principle, Alexei makes a decision which ignites a desperate race to find and understand and control this new technology, which has the potential, depending on how it's used, to either lift civilization up to undreamed of heights or send it back to the Stone Age.
So you've got my attention already with that, and you talked about characters making decisions. I know one of the characters makes a decision that really sets into motion a gripping plot involving a host of characters, and she is a woman, ladies, by the way. Tell me about CIA agent Virginia McDonald.
Virginia McDonald is sent by the CIA to discover the whereabouts and the intentions of a Russian KGB agent by the name of Dmitry Belenev, and subsequently becomes his hostage with only her wits and skills as weapons. But there are several other characters in the story. There's Captain Steve von Bremer, the Air Force pilot selected to fly the first American test of the MAD principle. There's Rick and Rhonda Novak, who get caught up in an undersea search for a device that holds the key to unlocking the MAD principle. And there's Congresswoman Judith Ackerman, one of my favorite characters, who becomes aware of a plot to use this technology against the United States. But when she's unable to convince the president to take the threat seriously, she, like Virginia, takes matters into her own hands. All these characters are thrown together into a desperate struggle whose outcome remains in doubt until the very end.
See, just like a woman, taking matters into your own hands, and that's what I love about the book, because these strong female characters really hold their own with the men. And was this deliberate on your part?
Well, they certainly do hold their own. I wouldn't say against the men, but rather alongside the men. And no, it was not deliberate. The characters contribute to the story not according to their gender, but according to their various skills and abilities. Virginia McDonald, for example, is a skilled CIA agent. Captain von Bremer is a veteran Air Force pilot. Rick and Rhonda Novak are master scuba divers. Judith Ackerman knows how Washington works, which enables her to infiltrate the opposition at great risk to uncover their plans. So all of these characters, I think, contribute equally to the story.
And, you know, I have to toot your horn a little bit, because this book has won so many awards, and they're right here on the cover of the book. It's won the Indie Excellence winner, it's Best Book Awards finalist, International Book Awards winner. Did you ever imagine that the book would receive this kind of attention?
No, this being my first novel,
Right.
it was quite unexpected. So I feel very fortunate that the book has received this type of recognition.
And the book reads just like a movie. So, I mean, could we see This Way Madness Comes on the big screen? And I'm already casting it for you. Okay, so I'm thinking Tom Cruise, right, as one of the main characters. I'm thinking Angelina Jolie as Virginia McDonald. Put a little Matt Damon in there, you know, just for eye candy a little bit. I mean, I'm casting your movie for you, but I'm sure you've heard this before.
Actually, I was kind of thinking George Clooney.
George Clooney. Okay, I'll take George Clooney too.
I think it's every author's dream to see an adaptation of their work on the big screen.
Sure.
At this time, however, there's nothing in the works that would suggest turning the book into a movie. However, if anybody does find interest in doing this, I will certainly suggest they come see you about casting.
That's right, George Clooney, call me. I'll take that call for sure. All right, very quickly as we wrap up here, what is the message of the book?
My main intent in writing this book was to entertain. After all, it is a work of fiction. It wasn't meant to be a lecture on technology run amok or the dangers of extremism, but both of these themes are embedded in the story itself, and in fact provide the very conflict that makes the story a suspense thriller. So I guess in addition to what I hope will be an entertaining read, there might be some food for thought to look more closely when presented with new or changing technologies, and to read the label more closely, so to speak, so that we can see not only the benefits, but the possible side effects too, so that we don't fall into the same pitfalls encountered by our characters in the story.
Sure. I have to tell you, very interesting book. Terrific read, Robert. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing it with us this morning.
Thank you.
And again, the name of the book, This Way Madness Comes. For more information on Robert or the book, please visit the website cycadpress.com.